Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to another wonderful year of our draft Lotto here in 2024. As we go through this, again, thank you for a wonderful season and congratulations to our reigning and defending champion, Landon, who is painfully here with me today wearing the goddamn jersey. So, as we go ahead and progress, as we look at the landscape of how the Lotto is shaping up before the ping pong balls drop. Landon, if you progress to the next slide. So as you see here, there was some movement here in our lotto. So on the left side, we do have picks 1 through 6, which is lotto eligible, which we'll be pulling balls from. And if you're following along in this clip, you'll see the results. But with the number one odds in this draft is the Mariners Demo. Number two, via trade with the Toronto Blue Jays, is the Los Angeles Angels Scott. Number three is our newcomer around the block, Evan, the Baltimore Orioles. Number four, we're back to Demo making a trade with Logan. Logan is at least in year 10 of trading his pick. I don't know. We'll see what happens this time. And then at Lotto odds number 5, we have Scott with his pick. And then at pick 6, we had one Lotto trade this offseason where we saw Alex Bregman traded from the Reds over to Milwaukee for that sixth pick in the Lotto odds. And then on the right side, we have some newcomers into the league with our expansion, Boston Red Sox and the Diamondbacks. And then as you can see, there was some other picks traded, and they're locked in place already, as those were some of the via playoff teams. So with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to Landon to kind of highlight some of the key prospects that are eligible for the draft.
So we got some pretty big talent available in this draft. We have our top ranked prospect in order into our system is Wyatt Langford, the outfielder from the Rangers, who went on an absolutely scorching run since he got drafted at number 4 overall. The next highest ranked guy available is Junior Caminero, the infielder from the Rays, who seems to get a lot of playing time with who knows what's going on with Wander. He also made the MLB debut this year. He actually hit a homer while he was up there. Our third ranked prospect this year is going to be Dylan Cruz. He was the number 2 overall pick in this year's draft, the outfielder out of Washington. Our number 4 overall prospect was another September call up, was Pete Crow Armstrong out of the Cubs, who Mets traded Javi Baez for. Then our 5th overall prospect, according to the rankings, is Kobe Mayo, another infielder out of Baltimore. It's where one of these guys gets up in the top 6 every draft. And then our 6th ranked prospect is going to be Colt Keith, the second base and third baseman out of Detroit. Outside of our top 6, we got some other pretty interesting guys. We have obviously number 1 overall pick, Paul Skeens from LSU pitching for the Pirates. 17-year-old phenom Ethan Salas from the Padres, who was doing good in the minors earlier, who got all his way up to Double-A at 17. We also have Arizona Fall League standout Jackson Jobe, who absolutely shut everybody down during the fall. Then we have the little brother of our top-ranked player last year, Luis Angel Acuna, the infielder from the Mets. And then while Ellie gets the hype, another switch hitting, good power speed middle infielder for the Mets, we have Ronnie Mauricio. So those be the guys, main 12 guys available in this year's draft, and we're going to go pull the ping pong balls. See you guys in a second. All right, so we just pulled the ping pong balls. Here we are with the actual draft lottery results.
Awesome. So as we pick it up here, the number 6 pick in a draft lottery, there was a 5% odds of this pick receiving the number 1 pick. And coming in at number 6, we have that's right, folks. We had the Seattle Mariners, and Seattle Mariners had not 1 but 2 picks in this draft. And you may be asking yourself, well, which one is this? Well, Landon and I are here to tell you and happily tell you tanking gets you nowhere. The number 1 pick in the lottery fell from 1 to 6. So default, it landed here. So I will now pass it over to Landon to introduce pick 5.
All right, pick number 5 was the Angels first rounder, which stayed owned by the Angels for the entirety of the season. This pick had an 8% odds of going number 1 overall. And here the 5th pick goes to the Los Angeles Angels. It stayed exactly where it is. Pick number 5 was given from ball 95. That's the lottery ball for that one. So here we are, Eric, with number 4.
And with the 4th odds in the lottery, we have the Mariners pick, this one was via San Diego, I believe, if I'm correct. And the lottery odds here, keep in mind, we've had so far one pick stay the same. We've had a pick completely false. So the results here at 4 was that's right. That Alex Bregman deal came in clutch. We saw the 6 lottery odds pull up to pick 4 with that Wayne Gretzky ball. That's right. The big number 99, jumping the Reds pick now from 6 up to 4. And then with that, I'll pass it over to Landon introducing pick 3.
All right, number 3, we had our newcomer who our previous owner actually held their first round of the entire season as well. And we had our newcomer with 20% odds, taking the number 1 overall. So here we have the third overall pick. The third overall pick goes to the Angels, which was the Blue Jays first rounder, which was actually traded for Ellie De La Cruz. So a decent deal on Mitch's side. This was ball number 41 dispensed in our lottery system. And here we are with number 2.
And now, as the saying goes, there were 2. We have 2 teams left. We have the O's pick, and then we have the M's via San Diego for picks 1 and 2. And what we are about to see here is nothing short of amazing. With ball number 69, the Baltimore O's have secured the second pick in this year's draft. So the newcomer, who already has the likes of some young pieces on his team, like Josh Jung and also Jason Dominguez coming up, he now has secured the number 2 pick in the lotto.
Which
Right.
leaves number 1 going to the 30% Mariners pick, but actually ends up being the Padres first rounder, which makes it back-to-back years that the number 1 overall pick was traded in the prior offseason for a relief pitcher. This pick was traded from the Padres to the Mariners in exchange for Ryan Presley. Yeah, so now we got Damo with the number 1. That's our full draft order. After the draft order, we had a first full mock draft presented after the lottery with you guys, and here's that mock draft for you. Be able to see the top 6. We have Langford, Caminero, Skeens, Cruz, Mayo, and Keith, and we have the first rounder on the left and the entire second rounder on the right. This will be updated probably maybe once or twice before the actual draft, but we'll put this up on the sheets. You guys can keep in mind where the mock draft is. And yeah, hopefully maybe your guy falls to your pick in this scenario. Maybe he doesn't. But that's going to wrap it up for us, folks. Eric, you got anything to say?
Just a friendly reminder to Scott that he traded Gunnar Henderson for Lotus Chapman. Just don't want that to be forgotten. And now we'll have a continuing joke that we've seen Presley traded for essentially Langford. Just God, I love fantasy baseball. See you all during the season.